Hello, hello, hello. It is Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're watching Audio Dungeon. I am your host and DM, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Rob Spataro, Dan Isgro, Damian Scro, Rook Armstrong, Vinny Pro, Tom Kokoza, and today's special guest and fan is Anthony McGill. How you doing, Anthony?
How's it going?
So Anthony, we did a reach out, like a local reach out, to try to find some people who want to be on the show, and you did something pretty extraordinary. You actually found out about it while we did that, and then you binge watched the entire thing.
Yes, I did. I'm 100% up to date.
And you still came.
And I still
And you still made the poor decision of coming on the show.
I mean, it's not poor yet.
vacation
I
time,
haven't. I mean, unless you're gonna like brook me and like kill me in the first 5 minutes, it's not gonna be a bad decision yet.
That's
Oh my God!
I told you I watched the whole
Holy
series. I've caught every inside joke.
So what?
Amazing.
Give me like one of your favorite moments so far.
So far, with it's probably a tie between Arky ditching the suit and just like ejecto-cedo it, and actually in that same episode with Hogarth just like
turn your volume
losing his just losing the cool and just like because like I could just see
cool
because I mean if you're surrounded by people like that I would get I'd lose a will save pretty quickly too, but it's probably toss between that and the whole like that first arc in the bar.
Oh, yeah. In the first 10.
Yeah, in the first 10. That because it's everyone played that D&D game at home where you were playing in a bar and that's where everybody met, and it's nice to see another way of it going, like secret doors, people meeting there, like, and it's always nice to have a DM say like, you guys missed out on something, and then never hearing anything. Yeah, because it's just like you get that like alternate reality of what would have happened if, and then you're like, oh well. And we'll save that for the next one.
And it's so funny because
when you die.
I was speaking to another fan the other day on our Messenger, and we were talking about, for one, the forest scene between you shooting Vin, which was
the Dick Cheney moment. That was pretty
yes,
that was pretty good.
and the fact that led to you guys getting recaught and completely pivoted the entire quest back to the city. In a situation where we're supposed to be going to the Elven Kingdom, which we were trying to go. Yeah. So everything I had, I was like, okay. It's like,
just gonna put that on.
We would have if everyone had stood up and fought with me in that
they
battle.
could have, but they didn't.
Everyone just kind of stand around. They were like, what are we supposed to do?
We were in
It's D&D, you fight. They were all like,
Maybe-
I stay and
maybe
do
If I
nothing.
didn't get shot while I was trying to get us food, then
One person fought with me. I don't remember who it was.
Yep.
I fought and I forgot to put my armor on.
Yeah, I had an armorless scroll.
It was crazy.
And that was it.
That's a party foul.
It was really stupid.
So now, Anthony, you will have the chance to partake in the ridiculousness that is Audio Dungeon. We are playing a homebrew 5th edition quest. We've been playing for a long time right now. For those of you just joining, you can go back all the way to YouTube on our channel, and you see the first 10 episodes, and then right now it continues on Facebook as we went live, and eventually the next couple of weeks they'll all be archived on YouTube. So you can definitely go back and catch up. Group is about to travel up an enormous magical tree that is in the dark, the underground of Andaria. So I've had a lot of people ask me about what Andaria looks like, and so I've done it. And now I will show you the debut of what Andaria looks like.
That's the butt.
Imagine, oh my God, imagine there's a picture of my butt. This would have been a great moment for me.
No.
But instead, I showed you something that I drew.
Actually, I don't want to imagine that.
Ooh.
So as you guys are,
Oh, wow.
as you guys at home are looking at the map, you will see an enormous thing. So basically, there are 8 ancients, which are the gods of the world. And on the left side, you see the Knight's Realm, the Red Knight's Realm. And all the way around is the Elven Realm, Dwarven Realm, Collector's Realm, the Queen, the Lion, the Archmage. And all these are different ancients. They had a big war many thousands of years ago called the Celestial War. And now, in this timeline, as the story's been going, we're like entering the second Celestial War, which it looks like. And basically, the Archmage and the Queen are the bad guys, and they're trying to start things up. And their father, Dragano, is like the big baddie, the hellish evil god, trapped in the center of the earth. And the good guys, the party, has recently just escaped from there, and now are heading back into the dark, and they found a crystal rod that they were trying to get their hands on for a long time. They escaped they escaped hell and the core of the earth, the core of Pandaria, and are about to try to escape up the tree to bring the crystal rod back to the Red Knight's realm, which is above. So they escaped from the core, they're in the underground, and now they're going to try to go above. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. And our special guest today, Anthony McGill, what did you create?
I created a half-elf, half-drow barbarian named Deucalion Blackthorn.
With a T or D?
D, Deucalion. You can call me Duke for short.
Cool.
That'll work.
Awesome. So you guys came out of hell, like a bat out of hell, and basically the hellish minions were right behind you, and you guys got out, they sealed it, and you were unable in the last couple of weeks to close up those rifts. There are 3 left, which I told you would be 100 baddies who coming out of those rifts per open portal that you didn't get. There were 8 in the beginning, you got 5, 3 left, means 300 are waiting to come through, and in the future that also means there's a pipeline for more to come. So the elves, which are the drow elves, they're there, and they're saying that they're going to stay, and they're going to try to close the portals, and they're going to try a trick that was suggested by some of the fans last week by putting another portal over it and trying to keep them in.
Circle them around.
And
It's
what
the
that
portal
did,
trick.
yeah, and what that did was buy you guys some extra hours. So the elder came to you and basically said that we can get. We have a bunch of items for you. We have magical items downstairs in one of our old libraries, and they want to help you because they know what you're doing. They were friends of the Red Knight. Jacques is with you, who obviously works for the Red Knight directly, and he knows that it may get very grim. So they need to get the crystal rod out of here. You guys help them out. They're trying to help you out. So Jacques is now returned with you guys, and Ryun basically comes up to you and tells you that. Ryan Aquafrida's character was here the last 4 weeks, and he battled with you through hell. And he says that he's going to take the people of Last Bastion, that refugee area of like 500 people that survived, and he's going to lead them up the tree behind you guys and bring them back to the surface and try to just escape.
But then he dies.
But then he dies?
He dies, yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
It's really sad.
Sorry, Ryan.
Wow.
Sorry, Ryan.
You fall down one of the holes.
Oh, no.
Ryan right now is laughing and losing his mind. So that's what he's going to be doing behind you. And so he leaves, he parts ways with you, says goodbye, and you guys make your way down into the library. So if everyone who has been looking online on Facebook, I put up a thing, and I put up all the items that are in there. And basically throughout the week, the players have been freaking out, trying to figure out what they're going to take. So now is the time for unveiling. You must tell me now what you have chosen, and we're going to see what items you're taking. We'll start with Rob.
I have chosen the Warhammer of Might and Chaos.
Awesome. Dan, what about you?
I chose the red goggles of the Predator.
Nice. Damien.
I've got the boots of the leaping frog.
Oh, Boots of the Leaping Fraud. Very good choice.
I chose the fire bow, the bow of the fire elf.
Nice.
I think that's how it's
Something.
a fiery thing. Yeah.
The bow of the fire bow.
Bow of the fire throws the fire bow.
It's fire
bow.
elf. They gave it to us.
That's what it's really called.
The fire elf bow.
I am taking the sword of the inner spirit.
When I think of Inner Spirit, I think of Vinny Pro.
I am taking Edrek's Scroll of Greater Learning.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. That's one of my favorite things in there because
Yeah.
it's basically a super enchantment that you're risking losing your spells, but also if it works, you'll have a bunch of different things you can do to your spells, double the duration, you do extra damage, and things like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool things. Very interesting choices, guys. So congratulations. That is out of game. That's your bonus for the hard work that you did. In game, that was your bonus for the hard work you did. So you guys go through the library below, and you pick out a bunch of different things. You pick out different items. They identify for you, tell you what they do. You basically obviously know, and then you guys begin heading back up to the ground level of the tower. When you get up to the top of the tower, you see the elder is there, and he's actually directing other people to the portals. He stops over to you, and he says, "Here is your guide. He will guide you up the tree of autumn twilight." And you see walking up is a man, an elf who looks to be half elf, half drow, and half human, you assume. And he's walking up. Now, as you know, your character has never been off the tree.
No.
You've never even been. The town is in the tree. The city is in the tree and around the tree. You've never been to the base.
Nope.
Because you're always like the ranger out or the barbarian out doing different things on top of the
Yeah,
branches.
being a ghost of the forest, just
Right.
patrolling and making sure that people aren't taking what they're not supposed to up in the tree.
Right.
Just
Exactly. So
keeping my watch.
So you walk up. You see him. He looks very odd. He feels like he's not comfortable with walking in general. Perhaps.
Period.
Solid ground bothers me.
So,
He's like the sheepdog near the tree with all the hair.
so you walk up, and there's the 6 of them. You see him coming up, and also Jacques is you know who Jacques is because you watch, but Jacques is with you guys also as well. And for those at home, Jacques is a shadow, like an assassin, but a good guy, you know, on their side as well. The NPC that I'm playing with them, and roleplay.
Hello?
New travelers.
Yes.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Deucalion Blackthorn. I'm-
Deucalion.
You can call me Duke. It'll be a little easier to remember.
Deucalion, I wish you to bring these adventurers. It is very important that they reach the spires safely.
I can get them there, you know that.
Excellent.
I am Hogar.
Pleasure to meet you. And
Notorious.
Arky.
Abyssia.
Thistle.
Finn, you know this tree well, I guess. You seem very
I
confident
like-
about it.
You know this tree? you know about the tree? The tree?
You got this tree right
That's
here?
my
Freya?
tree. That's
You
my
got this
tree.
tree?
Is your tree? Movie tree.
I spend more time up in the tree than I do down here, which is why I'm sure you noticed I tend to walk a little odd. I'm used to kind of swinging through the branches and climbing up that way. You may have heard talk of the ghosts of the forest. That's me and a couple other druids, rangers. We protect the tree above Pillar Dennis just to keep it from anyone who's not supposed to be there.
Okay. Well,
Which, luckily, you guys are supposed to be. So you're getting the better side of it.
right. I was like, is there an implied threat? Okay, no. All right, good. You'll make sure that we're going through. Are we also going to be swinging on branches?
There's easier ways to get up, but
The branches, as you see, are about a half-mile wide.
Oh.
The tree is 10 miles at its base. You will not need to swing on branches.
So,
Thank you.
how long of a trip are we expecting to get to the spire?
It is,
Good question.
It is 3 days to the very top of the tree, and then it is nearly about 3 or 4 days more on the branches of the tree to get to the spires, a dwarven, small civilization that is above.
And what will we see on our way up?
You should
Wood.
you should expect
of
lots
that.
of wood.
to be honest, I've never really been called for an adventure like this. The Elder just recently called me up. So,
You see some come over and says like, Magus, we all need it. We are ready for the portal trick. Yes. Very good. Good luck. Hopefully we will see each other again.
Thank you.
He leaves. They walk over and you see them all casting portals and everything. Now, just so everybody knows at home, everyone last week made a big decision. What was the decision and what was the question?
to stay or to fight?
Anthony McGill's watching.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank God someone.
Everyone's like,
And they chose to.
Yeah, what did I do again, Anthony?
We bravely ran away.
You guys booked it out of there, and then they were figuring out whether the Drow wizards were going to stay and continue to fight as much as they can, and if they die, that's it, they're done, or they leave to fight another day, in which case they might come back.
We're gonna
they
see.
might not.
So the cool thing is,
It's up to him.
Today, in a little while,
Well
we're gonna roll that out and actually see what happens in that battle. So because they decided to stay and fight, and that is because of your viewership at home. You want the elves? You want to see bloody elves and kick each
Wow.
other's
Oh my god.
butts back and forth with demons?
Oh god.
It's gonna be serious talk.
All
So what's
right.
gonna happen is we're gonna do that in a little while. But what's gonna happen is there's gonna be rounds. If the elves repel them, the numbers of the bad guys go down. If the elves get repelled, they back off to the tree, and it gets worse and worse from there. So in a little while, we're gonna play that battle because it is gonna happen. And we are, as we know from last week, is only about 8 hours or so time, something like
6.
that. 6 hours, something like that, and for a time that you guys would escape. As I told you, it is 10 miles wide at its base, and the tree encompasses the gigantic cavern that runs for miles and miles and miles and miles. You guys had to travel a week through that whole cavern on the bottom of it, and now you're heading up that giant tree, which is going to take you 3 days to go through the inner parts of the tree. So we make our way through the tree of the autumn twilight.
Lead the way, dude.
It sounds very cozy.
And if you now enjoy, I want you to take the moment and realize you're not in hell anymore. It's finally green, and there are
Yay.
people.
Right.
But for how long?
See?
See?
Such a pessimist. Vince.
I'm not
Do
a
we
pessimist.
get
I'm a
any
realist.
hit points back? Are we back up to full?
playing
Do we
Vince.
rest? Do we
No, you have
eat?
not rested yet. Not yet. But you will soon. So you guys begin to travel up the tree. And you guys walk through this gigantic tree. I told you, remember, it's 10 miles wide at the base. So you literally are walking through a city. But it's like this all different carved-like areas where people are living in their homes. You walk up steps, and there's like a home over here. You walk the steps over here. And there's steps in every different direction, main hallways like that. It's like a palace within the tree. It's fantastic. And you wish you had more time to just stay and look at it. For an elf in the group, this is like amazing to you. And like you've been so wrapped up with the idea of living and trying to survive in hell and everything that went down, for everyone who knows what happened in hell, to get the crystal rod back. It's just amazing to behold like this beautiful thing that was created by the Elven Lord, the ancient that you revere. So you guys travel up for a day. You rest. You're in complete safety inside the tree. And
Best night's sleep we've had in a month.
yes. So unbeknownst to you, the battle has already been taking place outside. We're going to come back to that 1 second. So you guys continue the second day, resting, the third day, and resting. You're at full hit points. You're feeling really good. And you also notice something very interesting. By the end of the first day, this crystal rod that you have is beginning to glow.
Interesting.
And you're not sure why. Maybe something to do with the tree, which is your obvious thing to think of. But it is glowing very bright, and you've never seen it glowed like that before. And that happens at pretty much the end of the first day. We can role play. Some of you are talking the way up. You can role play freely.
Yeah.
Can I see the rod starting to glow?
Yes.
Like
It's exposed.
Hey,
is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like out in the open or is it like?
Keep it
Keep it wrapped. Keep it wrapped.
But, but I would say you probably would have noticed it.
Yeah.
So you might open it to look at it.
Finn, do you think it's because of the tree?
It could be. It could be. I don't.
But what's it mean? I mean,
This is a tree crafted by an ancient.
I
right?
I guess there's a holy place.
Right. It's endued with natural magical power. All right. It's very possible. I'll tell you this. I don't sense any other spells being cast or any other magics around that are trying to influence it. Do you feel? Well, do you mind if I hold it? I'm not gonna. Yeah. Does it?
He's nervous. He's nervous.
No, not from him. Not from him. I'm not.
So no. The crystal is glowing, but the energy pulses that we've seen in the past, like when it's like burst out with energy, or like is that happening too? Do I feel like the rod vibrate in tune with the glowing, or is it just glowing brightly?
It's just glowing brightly. You don't see any pulsing. It is nothing that shows you that it's reacting into any kind of environmental movements, besides the fact that it's merely just glowing brighter.
Okay.
Mr. Finn, what do
Question.
you have over there?
This is a magical rod that could be very, very powerful, and we've gone through very, very great lengths to
Hell, we went through goddamn hell.
yes, and a lot of
And
other
there goes that.
All layers. All layers of hell.
We went through very great lengths to keep this rod safe and secure from evil forces around all of Vandaria, up and below, that have tried to take it.
So should I point out the obvious of the glow, or?
Yeah, no. So it doesn't normally glow like this all the time. It will occasionally glow with magical power, but usually when you're using it. So I'm trying to determine right now whether it's just the tree, or is it the fact that we're all at peace and it's at peace. I don't
It
know.
looks very pretty, but don't be letting it fool you. It is very dangerous.
Yes.
Out of game, can I actually try to cast darkness on it to see if it is emitting magical light or if it's just regular light?
You can try to do anything you want.
I want to try and do that. I want to see if it's
So you cast it?
magical light. Yeah, I want to cast darkness on
Okay, so
the
without
top of the rod,
my
without
on the
any-
crystal.
without
Oh my
any
God.
doing anything, he casts darkness in his
What
area
the-
on the crystal, and you see darkness envelops the entire area.
What the hell?
Don't worry, it's me. I'm not doing anything. I just want to see if that's magical light, and if I have to worry about it.
I instantly
or if
pull
it's-
out the anti-magic short sword.
Okay, you pull it out, and all of a sudden behind you, you feel something on your throat, and Jacques is up with you. He's like,
I don't think that was a great idea.
I wasn't trying to
he's
do
behind
anything.
you.
just
The
trying to
darkness
see the
gets
sword.
repelled, and Jacques is got the blade to him. He's got his hand on it.
All right,
He's like,
I could take him over there and nobody would know.
No, wait. Let's hear the guy out. He's saying it wasn't intentional or, nefarious.
Just trying to get a feel for it. I mean, if that thing's emitting magical light, we've got a lot more to worry about at nighttime. Because once it starts getting dark around the tree, I can't promise things won't be drawn to that.
Moth to a flame kind of thing.
More or less. But the moth wants to kind of bite your head off.
What
Big
things?
That's a good question. I just know they're there.
So D-Ski is ask the wizard to roll an intelligence check to get more info on the rod. Is basically what I see. So anybody who's just joining us, the rod's been in the quest since episode 1, and even in our pre-episodes, and they've had the rod for a while. They know that rod has more power than they can understand. And the rod has played a large part of the story. They basically have had the rod, lost the rod, and retrieved the rod again.
Lost.
Lost it again.
And
Lost it again.
And by losing it, it sent them on a giant adventure to get it back. So
Seems like the right choice.
right now, they know the rod has the soul of an ancient red dragon, which is one of the original dragons from the first Celestial War. It has the soul of a Lightborn, which is basically a god of the prime material plane, which is Paladin in this case, and it has the souls of all their old heroes that were on the prime material plane in like a past life. So to understand the story more, go back and watch, and you'll see what's going on. And that was most of that stuff can be wrapped up somewhat in the season finale of season 1. But so they know what it is. They don't know entirely what it does. You do know Paladin's inside of it,
Right.
Paladin, but now referred to as Alabaster.
Alabaster.
So Alabaster is inside, and their heroes are inside, and the soul of the ancient red dragon Ember is inside. You don't know anything else about it. You guys asked about communicating with the people inside. If you could, didn't have the time to ask anybody else, and
You don't know
that's
how.
pretty much it. Yeah. So that's pretty much a synopsis on what's going on with the crystal rod.
So I have 2 questions. One, did the darkness spell that he cast black out the light of the rod, or did the light of the rod was still seen through the magical darkness? That's question 1. And then question 2 is, what color is it glowing?
Amber.
Okay. And then the first question, when he cast darkness, could I still see the light, or did the darkness
It actually blocked it. I would say you could probably still find it if you had to. It's very dim, but it really did its job. The darkness worked.
Okay. So we're a little gun shy through the adventures that we've had in the past.
Jacques still has the knife on you, by the way.
We're just trying to diffuse a little bit right now. So if you're going to cast a spell on us or our stuff,
Yeah, maybe you want to tell us about it first.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's getting it.
right.
You don't want to just kind of do that stuff because
I
it's
do
a little-
apologize. I'm not around other beings very often. It's usually me in the tree.
Just be careful, because I'm not gun shy.
Oh no!
He's got a very good point.
That's
He
fine.
really isn't.
All right, so let's. Right, you dispelled the darkness. Is that dispelled?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it spelled the quest you pulled out. The
No, but
anti-magical.
I'm asking.
I dropped the darkness.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
May I try something?
Yeah, well, that's how we do it, right? Yeah.
By the way, for everyone at home, this is happening while you guys are traveling. You're actually walking up the stairs.
My train of thought right now is I'm thinking the tree is making the rod react.
Right. Rod
So-
has elven wood in it. This is the
What,
elven.
what do you
piece of
think
elven
would
wood.
happen if we touched the rod to the tree?
I think if you touch this rod to anything with an intent for the use
No,
of the rod,
not like attack the tree. I mean just like
Give it a little tap.
tap a roof.
you know what? I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it. I want to touch the rod to part of the tree and
Oh,
see if it
goodness.
has any reaction to the rod.
Interesting.
Oh my.
You take the rod and you put it down to the tree, and the rod goes. It lights up bright green.
green now.
Green. What's green? Green
Green
is.
is a color
Anti-magic.
that's on the walls right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Yeah, I don't think it's.
color of the tree.
I think it's more like.
It's
Okay.
not easy to be green.
Like nature?
Also.
Yeah, because the tree.
Because leaves are green usually.
Okay, so-
and-
Chlorophyll.
Well,
which is powered
obviously it
by chlorophyll.
reacts to the tree,
Chad,
so.
Chad Shelton freaked out when you
Chloroplast.
said you're going to touch it. He goes, no!
The tree turns into a Twinkie.
A bus.
Yeah.
freaking out.
So,
outside.
all right, you know what? I want to try something else now then. So,
That worked.
now,
Oh no!
Dan's face right now. He's so worried.
so I'm gonna leave
Why?
the.
you should be worried.
I'm gonna leave the rod touching the tree,
Yeah.
and I wanna see if I could try to like maybe communicate with Alabaster inside of it.
Okay, so as you're walking, you're holding the rod,
This
and
guy.
you're touching the tree as you're walking, like you're scraping it like a little kid, walking with your stick along the fence. He's like, I'm gonna try to talk to him, and you guys are like, what do you do?
Yeah.
In the animated cartoon, this would be amazing to watch this scene. So, okay, you're doing that, and what are you saying or doing?
I'm just like concentrating on the rod and like thinking about Alabaster himself, and I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging this here.
Can you
That's
pray to
clear.
him?
Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it here.
Roll
Pray to
d20.
him?
I'm hoping for the best.
Roll that d20.
A 4.
A 4. Okay, you roll a d20, and you feel like for 1 second you hear thistle. And that's it. That's it. But it sounds more like thistle.
Okay, so I stop dead in my tracks.
You all hear it. You all hear it.
I'm like,
It worked.
You hear it too as well.
It worked.
Who's that?
What worked?
I was able to communicate with Alabaster.
What did you ask him that he said your name?
I didn't ask him really anything. I was just trying to. Alabaster, like, you there?
in my head,
Just kind of thinking about it.
So hold on. You just spoke to the stone, and it
The rod.
answered.
Yeah.
I get a voice.
That's kind of how it works, I think.
I mean, I talk to the tree and I never get a response, but I've never heard of a rock or a stone or a rod or anything responding.
Right.
do it again? Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, so I stop this time and I like leave the rod planted on the floor and I really like concentrate on Alabaster, like
As
trying
you
to
stop, you
visualize
see
him.
elves are like, could you please move?
In the middle of.
We
it's
need
like
to
a
get
road?
by.
All right. All right, so we step to the side.
It's an active way going up
All
the
right,
tree.
so I step to the side.
Find a better
Okay.
spot.
So you
Parallel
guys,
park on the side of the tree.
exactly. You guys find like a common area. You guys go out and you see there's actually like shops nearby and things like that.
That's a
and
good
some people trading, and it goes on for maybe like I don't know, a couple hundred feet. But is easily a spot that you can kind of stop and you kind of talk. Just for some things here. Okay, so you guys go over and you are trying to use the rod.
I am just concentrating and visualizing Alabaster.
And my fiance just texted me and said, "My God, do not shave your head." Teresa, I will not shave my head. Don't
Teresa,
worry.
it'll grow back.
It will grow back. 3 feet shares. A lot of shares, Teresa. We'll talk about it later.
Or we could shave the beard.
I'm sorry. I'm slowing down the story. It's so
Sorry.
good.
So what am I
You're
doing
gonna make
here?
a roll.
Make another roll?
Yeah,
All
let's-
right, so I'm just sitting there holding out the rod, thinking about Alabaster.
Churn that butter, man. Let's go.
Turn that
An
button.
11. We're getting better. We're getting better.
We're getting better. He's trying to make it sound better to me. It's getting better. It's getting better, right? Right?
It's 7 more.
That is 7 more.
It's more syllables.
Okay. All of a sudden, and I actually...
I can't believe this is
This
working.
is happening. This is happening.
Let me tell you something about me and DMing. Everything is prepared. Everything is prepared.
Okay.
Everything is prepared. Okay, so reality seems to start blurring out a little bit
For
For all of us, yeah.
for everybody. Everybody in the 30-foot area. And also, an elf walks by. He goes, "What's this? Whoa!" What's his name? Oh! I know his name. What's his name, Vin?
Yeah, you know it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
What's his name?
I know his name.
I have no idea.
No, it's not. It's not.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's not.
It's
the big-
McClunky.
Damn it.
It's McClunky.
It's McClunky. It's McClunky the elf.
That's what I thought it was.
All right, nice.
Everything starts fading, and you guys are there. It's you, Jacques, your new friend over here, and McClunky the elf. We don't know his name yet. He actually screams. He screams like, McClunky.
I can't believe
For some reason, he yells.
For some reason, who knows why?
She wants to make me cry. I can't.
Oh.
This just worked.
Whoa, crystal bearers. I can hear you.
Wow.
What can I do?
Everything.
We have.
Do we have a good connection?
Crystal.
Hold on one second. Harry, how do you work this thing?
You just gotta go over here and you gotta press the Bluetooth option. Yeah, they're right there.
Thank you.
Hello, alabaster.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
You're clear.
I suck at technology.
It's new. We're just learning. Anyway, alabaster.
I wasn't actually expecting this to work, but
Yeah.
here we are.
We have been able to recover the rod, obviously, and escape hell, but we were not able to close all the rifts before we left. We're trying to gate back to the surface now and get the rod to the Red Knight. Do you have any idea if there's anything that we could have done or could do to...
Completely close the portals.
Close
Yes.
the portals. They're still coming through.
You have done what you could do. Behind you, Peliondaris defends the portals. I have foreseen that we would meet in the core. But for now, all I can do is help you from here. I, along with the rest of the heroes, are with you and Ember. The more power the rod has, the more I can help you. For now, get back to the Red City and go see a dear friend of mine, Onyx. He is a wizard, very powerful. With his help, he will stop Dragana.
All of a sudden, everything goes back, and you're back in the tree, and everyone's walking around you, and you see a guy, an elf sitting there.
I don't think you were supposed to see that.
I didn't see anything.
Just like Homer Simpson fades into the bush.
Forbidden donut. So he just walks away. And just like walks upstairs.
Did we leave the tree?
I don't think we left the tree per se. I think we
yeah.
left our bodies.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
more of a communal, like with a...
I can't believe that worked.
No.
Feel different.
Either.
See, this is why I hold on to it.
What about when we're away from the tree? How are we going to contact him?
Well,
Maybe the connection's better now. I don't know.
well, yeah, I imagine it's the kind of thing, the more we use it, the more... And again, the more power somehow we gain for the rod, the easier that will be. But at least we know we're on the right path, which I was kind of doubtful about, like
Yeah.
whether we're doing the right thing or not.
Well,
So that's nice.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, this was created by an ancient. We're going to another place that's created by an ancient, so maybe we can use it there too.
Right, maybe there's
Hopefully.
some Red Knight, I don't know, keep or something. Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, me neither.
So
That's
out
all.
of
Nice
game, the
work.
only thing you know, the Red City is like the largest city in your area, and it's widely known that the Red Knight was overtly against and fought in the war against the Queen, the Archmage,
Right.
and everything like that. So him saying that in the rod, and from your common knowledge, you know that. And plus, Jacques is of the Red Knight.
No, I mean, we knew we were going, like that was the place we wanted to go. I'm saying, like, maybe in the Red City, there's
It's
something the Red Knight built, like the tree is built by
Yeah.
the Elven Lord, that we can, like, use to...
yeah, it's like something to power
Oh,
the
sorry,
rod
yeah.
more.
I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And Vin take 50 experience points.
Yay!
dude, that
was
kind of
amazing.
weird, like, God intervene kind of stuff happens to us every once in a while. You just have to learn to cope with it, or, try not to go crazy. But
You have to roll with it.
You're,
make like a
remember,
tree
you're
and
talking
leave.
to a guy that has conversations with a tree.
Okay.
Conversations with gods doesn't sound so far-fetched. I mean, it's either the trees or I end up talking to the light seeds that fly around the trees while I'm making sure no one touches them.
Light seeds?
The light
What are light
seeds.
seeds?
Have they seen the light seeds yet?
No, you can. So now you continue your walking back
Right.
up. That guy's in front of you, looking down at you, constantly looking at you, like trying to get away from you. Walk further, and you can tell me anything you like.
What are
So-
light seeds?
The light seeds are fairies that fly around. They cultivate the tree, and most people want to come around and take said light seeds. And that's where the ghosts of the forest come into play, because I don't want anybody taking them. So it's my job to keep them out of the hands of any ne'er-do-wells that will try and take them from us. So that's why I'm never down at the bottom of the tree. I'm always up top, because that's where they usually hang out.
So you guys complete after a while. You're walking. After every once in a while, Jacques like lighting up a cigarette. He's like, there's a lot of steps, and we're just like climbing steps over and over, and I'm not prepared for these any more steps.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm wanting to know who wants to carry me, and I'll give you money ever for whatever it costs. I'll basically give it to you.
Come here.
Really?
I throw it over my shoulder.
He goes, oh, you do fireman carry? He's like over and his ass in the air. But he's like, he's smoking a cigarette. He's like, this is amazing. Whatever it costs, I give you.
Tell me a story while we walk. Jacques.
Well, I know a story.
That's wonderful.
Do you really want a story?
Yes!
Okay. In game or out of game, do you want a story or no? Because I could tell you a story, and as Jacques would tell you, or I can bypass that moment.
Story.
Tell a story, Jacques.
Let's get a quick story, Jacques.
Okay. So he's on your back. It's like, once upon a time, this is the story that my father used to tell me when I was small. Once upon a time, there was a stone cutter. And the stone cutter was outside cutting a stone, and he said to himself, I am just a stone cutter. I am not very important. So, anyway, I got to think a long time ago. So, he said, he looked up to the sky and he saw the sun, Andar, and he said, I shall become the sun. I want to be the sun. The sun is the most powerful thing ever. So, he became the sun. And as the sun, he rode upon all of Andaria, and he shined his light everywhere, and he was very, very powerful. Until one day, he saw the clouds. And the clouds blocked his view, and he said, oh no, it is truly the sun that is the most powerful thing in Andaria, because they control where the light goes, does not. So I'll become the clouds. So he became the clouds. He did it. And at the clouds, he did exactly what he thought, until one day, the wind came along and blew him. And he said, it is truly the wind that is his most strongest, the elements. For the wind pushes the clouds wherever they may go. I will become the wind. So he became the wind. And as the wind, he blew upon everything else, and he blew the clouds, and he controlled where the light goes, until one day he saw a giant, large stone, a rock. And he tried to blow the rock with all his might, and he threw 50 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, and he couldn't get rid of the rock. And he said, it is a rock, the boulder, the stone, that is the most powerful thing. I will become the stone. And he became the stone, and thought to himself, I am the most powerful thing that ever can be. Until one day, he met the stone cutter.
Good story.
Good story.
Yeah,
Nice, Jacques.
it was what he was at the beginning.
Yes.
I like that
Yeah.
story.
Yes. And with that story brings you to the end of the top of the tree, and you come out and look around, and you see the branches go on. And it's if I had the welcome to the
Tree.
tree park.
I just come out and just take a nice, big, deep breath.
You can say, what do you say? This is your moment to have a good line here. What do you say? Welcome what?
Oh, man. No, you can't put pressure on me like that.
What was it the autumn twilight?
Tree of Autumn Twilight.
This is the Tree of Autumn Twilight. This is where my world starts.
Ooh, there you go. That's good.
Okay, so you guys walk out and you see you're really stepping onto the branches. It feels very strange to you. The branches are not small branches. Once again, they are half a mile wide, quarter of a mile wide, all different things. And you see exactly as he described these little fairies like going around, and like they're all lit up very bright. You can't even see the fairy within the light, and they seem to be doing stuff around the tree. They seem to be like in a symbiotic relationship with the tree, doing something. And the branches go on all different directions. And obviously, you know the way, and you know the way to the spires, which you know is about 3.5, 4 day journey from here.
Right. That's also why I brought up the rod glowing, because I don't want to assume that someone will think that you're a fairy and a light seed and is going to want to go after that. But people want the light seeds from the fairies, and if one glows, no one's going to be like, "Oh wow, there's that green thing. That's a rock, not a light seed." And
Right.
leave you around.
So,
Yeah.
Tony, I want to actually take a look at the tree itself. With what we know about what was going on at the base of the tree, has it affected the top of the tree at all?
So I won't answer that because we're going to stop right there for a second, and we're going to bring it back. And everybody, I just told a really cool story. So if you liked it, give me the reds. And if you didn't like my story, and we shouldn't do more stories like that, press the blue button. Red if you liked it, blue if you didn't. It's good because I know how to write the quest. I know what you like and don't like. So red if you liked it, blue if you didn't. And while people are doing that, we are going to head back down to, in your time, 2.5 days ago, when Pelion Doris was under attack.
Wait, how many shares do we have?
Actually, that's a good point. Percival, how many shares do we have to do? What is it?
63.
63 shares, guys. Guys, if the shares get to 100 shares, all you got to do, press the share button real quick. Takes 1 second. If we get to 100 shares, which is not that hard, everyone will get a +2 bonus to everything they roll here. And I tell you, it saves lives a few different times.
Let's go,
It really has.
So share it up.
All the
63 shares, not many to go. 337 to go. Okay, so we're going to go right back down to the Battle of Pelion Doris and how it went.
Oh, God.
And what the heck happened. So, yeah.
Begin.
As we switch over. Okay, so the Battle of Pelion Doris. Obviously, you don't perceive this directly, but this is what happens. We're going to say that there's elves up top who kind of tell you what happens, and you look down on this in your characters in-game and look to see if you can see what happens, and you can. You're at the kind of point when you're in the airplane, look down, everything looks like toy cars, which is amazing. I love that part. And when you look down, you see Pelion Doris. But we're now going to just figure out what exactly you see, okay?
Wow.
So Pelion Doris in the first round has the advantage, okay? You guys have a +2 on your side, and every time you repel, I'm going to kill 30 bad guys, okay? There's tons of wizards, rangers, archers. They're all around, surrounding the 3 portals coming through and ready to attack and ready for the seals to break and for the portals to end and everybody to come through. So you have the advantage. You will lose that advantage if you lose a round, okay? First round you lose at +2, you go to +1, then you go to 0, then you go to -1 and -2, and it gets harder and harder to win. If you, will tell you right now, if you really, really lose and it goes really bad, it's possible, which you will find out what happens. It'll be very interesting. They will breach the tree. And if hellish creatures get inside the tree, I'll let you know what happens.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Once again, this is a moment that completely changes the game. So it's up to you. It's written any way that happens. We're going to see right now. If any time, Percival, if we reach 100 shares, do me a favor, just wave to me, and I will know that 100 shares is activated. But right now, you have no bonus. You have a +2 bonus in game. You don't have anything else right now.
Help us!
So here we go. We're going to go for the first round. Pelion Doris, the wizards are there. The elders there with them. They start casting their spells. The portals go off, and the demons start flying through the air. And we go around the battle. All you got to do is win the round, and we're going to see how it goes. I have a counter here.
What are
good
we
and
rolling?
bad. So you're going to roll a d6 versus me. Anthony, you can start first, and just roll in order. Don't roll at the same time.
We're adding 2 to a D6?
You're adding 2d6, yeah, and I'm going to roll against you.
All right.
Here we go. I have a 3.
I got a 6.
Okay,
+2, so
you guys
8.
win. Rob,
6.
1. You guys win.
5.
I rolled a 1 again.
All right.
You guys win. 2.
3.
Ooh.
You win.
All right, we won the round.
That's
That's it. Okay, round 1, 30 guys die.
Nice. All right.
Going to round 2. Tom, you're up first.
4.
I also got a 4. You got a +2 at 6. You guys win.
No, it's even. Tie.
It's even. Tie.
I had 2.
Okay, so nothing happens then. Okay. Vin, you're up.
6, 8.
8. Okay, yeah, you crushed me. Okay. Next up, Brooke.
7.
7.
Right,
You guys win again. 1, 2. That's 2 wins you got. Damien.
All right.
I rolled a 1. You
7.
should win that automatically. Dan, you're up.
4.
And you guys win. You got that round.
It's 2 rounds.
30
That's
more?
nice.
Okay, here we go. Anthony, you're up.
5.
5. You guys win. Rob.
4.
Oh, I win.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
5.
6.
8.
Oh.
There we go.
You win.
All right.
2 to 2.
What'd you roll?
You just wet thistle.
Brooke, you go.
4.
You guys win.
All right, Vin.
4.
5.
Uh-oh.
It comes down to this.
3.
6. So the bad guys take it 4 to 3. They overwhelm everybody, all the troops, and you hear like fall back, and everybody falls back to the towers and to the structures. You now have a +1 bonus to everything you roll, and you guys won 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So just so someone can remember that for me. So they're down to 240 guys. They lost 60. Okay.
Oh man.
And Tom, you're up first. Let's do it. Next round. They're fighting amongst the buildings. I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
Okay. Next one.
So I go 5.
You guys win. Brooke,
3.
I win.
3.
5, I win.
Oh, I gotta sweep it.
6.
5, you win.
All right.
4.
4 is a tie. Nothing happens. It's all up to you. A 1.
So it's a 2.
I got it.
No,
you got 2. It's tie. Just roll it. Roll a tiebreaker. A 1. A 1. Oh wow.
These are all runs. I rolled 1s and 2s every time.
Okay, they're down to 210 going around. Tom, you can continue. Go first.
4.
6.
5.
You win. It's 1-1.
7.
I got a 4. You win.
4.
6. I win.
2.
6. I win.
Rob, you gotta win this.
4.
3. You win.
All right.
Anthony's up to you.
Come on.
Come on, Anthony.
2.
I got a 6. They win.
No bonuses,
So-
folks.
No
folks.
The elves are battling in the ground, and they basically back up to they're all in front of the tree. They're all lined up. I really hope to do animation one day. I want to see it. So they're all like this firing things at the sky, and the demons are making their way. It's 210 of them, and they're firing down. People are coming out of the trees and the branches are firing down. There's an amazing, huge battle that's happening, and there are no more advantages.
Unless you guys give us 100 shares, please.
Yeah.
What are we up to? No, I guess we're not.
Hit that
We
share
can reach
button.
100.
Keep hitting that share
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So if this dies, pretty much everyone except for the Elder and a couple of the elite guys are dead outside.
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, they're already dead?
If you lose this round,
Oh, Jesus.
Anthony, you're up first.
2.
I got a 4. Bad guys win.
6.
You win that round.
1.
1-1. Bad guys win.
5.
6. Bad guys win.
my God!
You gotta sweep it.
2.
3. Bad guys win.
Oh, no.
And that is it. So so they overtake everyone. Elves are dying left and right. They're going down. Citizens have already been evacuated. That happened in the last episode, and it's looking pretty grim. So all the doors are shut, and they're banging on the door, and a lot of the demons are going up the tree, flying up. We're now going to roll what happens when they break the door. If they're repelled, you guys are now moved back up to a +1 bonus because you have an advantage defensively. And here we go. You lose this one, and we stop rolling, and they basically just go through the entire thing. But if you kill them, I'm going to give you a bonus because of the bottlenecking through the door. You now kill 50.
If we win.
Yeah. Actually, I'll kill round it down, round it up. I'll kill 60 on the first one and bring it down to 150, and then 50 from there on. Here we go.
So +1
I think
on
you're up
this, right?
first. Plus 1 you got.
plus 1.
6.
3, you guys win. Next.
4.
6, I win.
2.
5, I win.
2!
I rolled a 1 too. That's like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
wait.
Oh, I rolled a 1. I'm sorry. I rolled a 1.
It's a win.
Yeah,
Wait, all right.
for us. All right.
Need one win,
Okay,
guys.
here
We
we
need
go.
one win.
Come on, Arky.
6.
All right.
6.
Yes.
You got plus. You got. Oh,
Seven.
tie.
You get- oh.
It's down to you.
Come on, Ant.
Come on, Anthony.
3.
2. So there are now 150 demons outside, and they're being repelled. You see, all of a sudden, well, you wouldn't see, but you would if you were there. You would see. You see Elven warriors come out, and you see them like druids come out, and they all like light up green, and bark skin goes over them onto a tree, and the swords light up green, and, and start cutting their way through the demons. And people are like, "Oh my God, it's the ghost!" So they go start defending the tree. Down to 150. Here we go, guys. Anthony, you're up.
4.
3, you win.
Yeah.
Rob. Let's go a little faster. 4, I win. Dan,
5.
you win.
Yeah.
Scro.
4.
Todd.
Plus 2. We have plus 2.
Made 100. Okay, so you get so in the rolls you'll get a 2 in the game. In this one, because of small stature, it'll be a plus 1. So you won that one actually.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Wait, so we get a plus 1 or plus 2?
you now get a plus 2 to your entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
4. 6. I won.
A 4.
I rolled a 6.
Oh my God.
4.
5.
4s.
Wow.
You ain't a plus 2? Oh
Yeah.
wait. Oh man.
Yeah, I rolled 2s.
That's it?
Is it?
Guys, no way.
They run amok on the tree,
Oh my
and
God.
they're eating the tree out, going different ways, just like burning it down from the inside out, and it's not a good situation. So you guys now get to the top of this giant tree, and you have a very interesting awakening when you're looking down. We're back to the music. So you guys look down over to see. So your question before, you look down and you see Peliondaris is ablaze. If those shares would have came in a little sooner.
Thank you anyway. Thank you guys.
It helped. It helped you get through a little bit. So there are 150 demons that are in the dark right now, and they're wreaking havoc. And you look down on the tree, and you see the bottom of the tree looks like it's actually burning up, turning black, and decaying. And your first thought is like, well, as Jacques would say, he goes, "What the hell does this mean?
We gotta
If this tree is done, what happens?
we gotta get off of this thing.
What happens? Do you know what happens if this tree dies?"
Do I know what would happen if the
Everything.
tree dies?
Everything's
You can't
gonna be
imagine it.
released.
It's beyond me. The tree's never fallen. Clearly, it's still here. That I don't want to know. There are a lot of my brothers and sisters
get
that
off
have
of
just
this
gone
thing.
down.
Off of this thing. It's the tree. It supports the world.
And
It
it keeps
closes up hell.
and it keeps Drogano in.
Yeah.
If this goes, he comes out.
But what can we do about it now? We have to get to the Red City, like Alabaster said.
Yeah.
Or use
Well-
a coin.
Does the rod stop glowing anymore, or is it glowing just as much as it was?
The rod is still glowing. It's a little bit, since you haven't touched the crystal to the end of the tree in a long time. It's not green anymore. It's like yellow, but it's still glowing.
Okay.
But also, the area by you and literally like going 75% of the way down, the tree is still alive. But how
Right.
long that'll last, we don't know.
Do you ask me this, or like you
I
just
can't-
are
I-
you just asking from observations?
Out of game,
No,
I
I'm
can't
just,
believe
like,
it got
looking
to that
at
far.
Okay.
I can't believe that was a loss. I'm very surprised.
I can't believe we lost when we had +2 on each roll.
+2, then a +1, then a +1, then a +2. Yeah,
All right.
it's just how it goes.
I want to touch the rod to the tree again, see what happens. If it's
Okay.
still,
You're getting some help in here, so some good ideas
because
coming.
I have a really good idea, and I
So,
just,
Anthony, we'll go back. There's a lot of stuff coming in here.
Paladine,
Everyone's yelling.
just again.
Heal it, use the rod, heal it, touch the
Really,
rod.
can the
heal it.
rod do
Yeah,
anything?
maybe.
Yeah.
that's
Try
exactly what I was
again.
thinking.
Let me
of.
just tell you what everybody's saying. Anthony Walton's saying the volcanoes, it's attached to explodes. Will the rod heal the tree? Lee says, let's toss up some love in the reacts for that. That's right. Anthony says, heal the tree with the rod. Laura and Elizabeth says, the freaking rod.
Yeah. Get it.
That's exactly. what I was
Anthony
thinking
Walton
of.
says, Same thing with the rod. Evan says use a coin, save the tree. Lauren says has
That's
the
what I
freaking
said,
rod.
Evan. Good idea.
It's funny because the coin is a cheap way out because the coin's so powerful. But if you roll very low with the
Yeah,
coin, it
it's
may not do
cheap.
that much. Taylor says heal the rod. Jeff says slam the rod into the tree.
Oh
That's
boy.
that's wild.
No.
Start swinging
Jeff,
the
you are
rod.
wilding out right now. You must put wild magic on the freaking tree
So-
and the whole thing. That would
So
be
the only
amazing.
person that can cast healing magic is Brooke, correct?
Why?
I'm asking.
Oh, well, she can't cast
I
healing
have
magic.
it.
She does a song.
Yeah.
It's not really.
It's healing
Well,
magic.
Can you do
You're
anything
way
that
off.
would heal a tree?
Uh,
Like a mend spell or something like that? Or
no,
some
I
kind of
can,
lifey...
I can get some information from the ground by talking to the animals.
You know that sometimes the druids will do like minor things to the tree, and you know the light seeds.
The light seeds is what I was thinking.
The light
too.
seeds
Yeah.
do that.
Can we-
Lee House is asking Tony Hansen, will the rod heal the tree? I can't answer that. So
So
Can
I
you
gotta
talk to the light seeds
I gotta
and see if we can
crazy
harness
idea.
their power?
and like send the fairies and light seeds down to try and
Well, I was saying
quell the.
we'll see if we can. If they're fairies, right? They cast magic. Can you talk to them and tell them cast magic into the rod to heal the tree? And
I feel like I could definitely try.
all right, try.
Then I will cast Speak with Animals.
This is where I was going with it.
okay, so you
For me and the entire elfin race, there are people dying.
okay. So
That's enough of that.
Thank you, Dan.
so you try to commune with one of the fairies, and you feel like you make some sort of connection, and you hear.
Fairy connect.
It's funny when I have to play a flying fairy now.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, dude.
And here we go. You begin, and you hear.
Yes.
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well. The tree is under attack. We need your help.
The tree is dying.
Very much so it is. We need you and as many fairies as you can gather to come and help save the tree. Can you do anything to it? Can you mend it, heal it, put a protection around it to stop these hellish forces from coming further up it? There has to be something. I mean, this is your world as much as it is mine.
We could try, but if we die, the tree will be no more.
That's a big risk. What they have, from what they've told me, is some sort of magic rod that seems to interact with the tree. Maybe we can use them together, kind of give you guys a little boost. Maybe not send all the fairies, because I don't want the tree to go kabye-bye. But maybe like
What's
a small
bye-bye?
bad. It's very bad. But I don't want that to happen. So maybe send like a small fairy platoon.
What's platoon?
A group, adventuring troop.
Use normal words.
A party, a small fairy party.
I love parties.
Oh, fairies are so hard to talk to.
Did you just say fairies are hard to talk to?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Is this guy really talking to fairies, or is just like you guys don't hear the fairy voice?
Do they hear like little like chirps like from?
You do hear noises like that. It's like me. It's like me talking to like a little bird. I'm like, oh yeah, bird. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Parties, not groups. Bird, can you go into a platoon?
So then I'll turn to Finn. They can help, but if they go down, the tree goes down, and as in no more, can't come back. That's that. Probably faster than any fiends could take it down.
All right, that's terrible. All right, so let's see if we can do something up here without bringing them close to, I guess, the evil forces.
So what if we...
All of a sudden
like-
you hear a large sound.
No.
Boy.
Poops. Do you hear that sound? It's the sound of many bad things coming to blast us to oblivion into tiny bits.
Oh no.
You hear a large and you look down and you see out of the tree, maybe like 30% up, fire rains out, and the whole tree shakes a little bit.
Oh,
All right,
I don't like this.
All
What's
right,
your idea,
are they
Vessel?
fairies or what was?
So I turn to her. I go, like I channeled Alabaster. We used the rod to heal the tree. No, we did it with the other elf. You're the only person here that's got healing magic. Maybe if you try to channel or amplify your healing song through the rod to the tree.
We'll try anything.
Yeah.
Most generous Vin's ever been with the rod.
Well, I don't want to die here
He
today.
doesn't want that side of the table to touch it. I think that's really what it is.
Yeah, we never
right.
Greg Kennedy says, "Does a wizard have a water or ice spell? Would it help?" I can't answer that because I'm DMing, but it's an idea for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll try this first, and then
Grab
See if-
hold.
So I'm
Have at it.
holding. Do I have to touch it to the tree and sing?
Yeah,
What
you
are
have to
we
hold. You
doing?
have to hold it.
Okay.
Hold it.
I'll
Hold it to the tree
I'll hold
and
it
sing.
To the tree. Okay.
And try to channel your energy into the tree. That's my guess.
Okay.
You can do it, Abyssia.
I'm doing it.
You're going to die.
eventually.
Sooner than eventually. Shh. Okay, so are you singing right now?
I'm singing to myself. I'll sing. Am I? Are you
she's
giving
made
that
the
to
connection.
me? You giving that to me? I don't. Oh. I keep repeating that.
Okay.
Sorry, I almost went
That
to
was a very
sleep. Sorry, guys.
There's an uneven amount of bars, but we'll accept it.
Chaos.
She's
Okay.
a progressive musician.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's interpretive
Thank
song.
you,
One of
Victoria.
the fairies comes to you and says,
Was that a polyrhythm?
I'm not sure what that.
Now, only if I knew what that meant.
I love progressive folk.
Yes. Fairy rock.
Fairy Rock.
Oh god.
Say 25 experience points. You just invented Fairy Rock.
I literally almost just spit my water all
We're
over
now
the
going to make
place.
an Audio Dungeon Fairy Rock album.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And it's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
It's going to be me doing a duet with you as the
Oh
fairy.
my lord.
Okay, so you cast a spell.
So am I the only one that can understand it then?
As of right now, you mean you cast a spell that allows you to commune with it.
Yeah, so I'm the only one that can understand you singing Fairy Rock.
Okay.
He's like, the lyrics are so deep. Oh, yeah.
So great.
That's it. Everyone else just hears me
this
humming.
Roll
beat just gets
D20.
weirder and weirder.
You're going to need to roll a charisma check of which is your main ability and channel ability. You're going to have to roll, give me a 12 or above to have any sort of significant effect. Give me a 17 or above, and I'll make something very nice.
You get +2.
Okay.
You get plus 2 to your roll.
Plus 4. So +6.
Did you roll
7.
a
I
7?
rolled a 1.
Oh, you.
Wait, you rolled a natural 1?
I rolled a natural 1.
I should have given her the dice.
You fall off the tree. No.
Surprised.
Oh
there
my
goes
God,
Fairy
you roll,
Rock.
You roll a 1.
And this is why Fairy
I
Rock
got
is
the
not
frog
You
popular.
rock
sing.
with a fairy rock.
You sing the worst fairy rock ever. The lyrics are not deep. And what happens is, it's a funny one. I never awarded this kind of one before, but you strain your voice, and you won't be able to sing again for 1d4 days.
Oh no.
Good thing you got that bow.
You get the.
No, D4.
D4.
He's not that mean.
It's still gonna be a 4. Don't worry.
Is it 4? Is it a 4?
I had to look at it. I knew it was gonna be a 4.
So-
I had to look at it.
And amplifying, using the rod, you try to amplify the singing. You try to amplify the singing. You're pushing hard. You know, you're working hard, and all of a sudden you do a 1, and you hurt your throat.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Now
You
can
enough
talk.
now.
You can talk just above a whisper. You can your normal speech, but you can't do anything that's like singing. You can't use any singing abilities.
Oh my god.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
All right,
well, it's a lot of them.
So that's awful.
Well, so much for that.
All right, let's go back to Plan Fairy. Can you get some of these things over here and try to get them to do whatever they do to the branches, to the tree itself, through the rod?
I can definitely talk to them.
Just tell them whatever they do to like heal the branches up here.
Are you guys going to keep walking? Are you making your journey,
Yes.
or are you stopping?
I
we
wanna
keep
carry
walking.
on.
Yeah, we're going to keep
Okay.
moving.
So we start walking you forward.
All right. Whatever they're doing to the branches up here to heal the branches, keep the tree alive, all the symbiotic, whatever you were talking about before.
Right.
Tell them to cast that stuff
Downward.
Into the crystal, and I'm going to touch the crystal to the tree. I'm going
Okay.
to amplify their magic
Wowzers.
that way.
That sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like an idea.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd
Which
be
is
a-
better than
terrible
no
idea.
idea.
And again, like you were saying before with the when you're talking to the
I
light,
can't believe that just happened.
The light seeds.
a few of them, not a lot of them, just get like 4 or 5 of them.
Using this again.
Yeah, just a small amount of the fairies around it. Now the light seeds can be turned into magical items. Would it, if the fairies bring light seeds over, would that amplify the crystal rod?
I can't tell you what would happen.
Oh man.
It's
I
worth
know.
a shot.
I thought the fairies were the light seeds.
It's worth a
Yeah.
shot.
No, fairies
No, they bring the
cultivate
light
light seeds.
Okay,
It's,
however it
it's
works.
totally worth a
Bear
shot.
beats Battlestar Galactica. It's that kind of thing. Okay, yeah. So I will call over to the fairy I was speaking to before and explain to them what the plan is.
So
To take whatever you guys use to mend and heal the tree while you're cultivating the light seeds. Maybe bring a couple light seeds and aim it at that crystal rod over there.
We're gonna.
aim the. Oh, you want them to aim? What do you mean aim? Aim what?
Like whatever magic they use.
Oh,
to
you want to focus the magic on
yeah,
the crystal
focus
rod.
the magic on the crystal rod.
All right, and I'm gonna point
Okay,
the rod into
we'll
the
try
tree.
this.
All right, I
Okay.
put the rod into the tree.
Okay, so some of the fairies come over. I'll let you roll for a d20. Roll that giant d20.
Jeez Louise,
With the +2, that's a 9.
what is going on?
Low rolls, guys. So the fairies go around the rod, and they seem to like to trying to cast their magic on it. You see the rod now glows a bright white, and it seems like they did something, and the rod did collect. And as you know, the rod does collect that kind of light and everything else. It seems like they souped up the rod in some way. You don't know how. I can't tell you any more than that. So they leave that and they go in, and you see the fairies start grouping up and turn into almost like a flock of birds. You would see
A platoon.
a platoon, a platoon, if you will.
Platoon of fairies.
Yes.
Very platoon.
Oh, man.
Oh, we call it what tune?
A platoon.
A platoon.
Platoon. We don't know what a platoon is.
All right.
Okay, so they start going around the tree and going down, and you see all of a sudden they're reacting to something else, which you didn't really notice because you're up here doing this. And you see demons are flying up, and they're getting somewhat close to you guys where you can see them coming
Oh,
up. And
my God.
they're large and all different types, and you weren't meant to, say it out again, you were not meant to fight these demonic creatures right now, but you may have to. And the fairies go down and engage the demons and fly around them, and you see like streaks of white lightning coming out of the fairies. And here is a moment. If the fairies die,
Oh my god.
it'll be pretty bad.
Oh my gosh.
How many shares we have so I can do this accurately? What are we up to?
How many shares?
How many shares we have to?
God.
So we're going to do D6 rolls around a table. 106. You guys get a +2. I'll translate that to like a +1 on the roll.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going to give the prairies. I'm going to give lots of prairies for the fairies. I'll give a +1 for the fairies and +1 for the roll for people at home. And
Nothing
here we go.
happened with the rod touching the.
It did happen. I told you what happened.
Yeah.
So wait,
absorbed
what are we
it.
adding to
No,
this?
but he didn't touch the
Plus
tree
2.
yet, right?
Yeah, I'm just telling you what happened.
I thought you were touching it.
Yeah,
to the
you
tree.
were touching it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it seemed to soup the rod up, not the tree up.
All right.
Yep.
All right, I want to try something when I can as thistles. Just let me know when I can.
Okay, so we're gonna roll for the attack for the fairies. Here we go. Tom, you can go first.
All right.
5. You have
6.
you have a +2. You win. 2.
A 3.
Yeah.
1 or
Okay.
2. Well, he rolls a 1 or 2 is auto win.
Yeah.
All right.
6.
All right.
5. You
All
win. I think that's
6.
one more that does it.
Yeah.
And you win.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so they kill. As I said before, we'll say 50 of them. There's 100 demons left. I'll let you guys choose right now.
Oh my god.
Do you want the fairies to pull back, or do you want the fairies to attack and go for it?
Oh.
The fairies go down, the tree goes down.
Pull back.
But
have-
if the
we
fairies
have-
stop
Yeah,
him,
but then we have to fight them.
Can I do
It's done.
something?
We have +2.
The odds are on
Can
our
I-
side.
Yes, this might be our best chance.
Can I do
Best
something
chance,
while
best chance.
because I wanted
Yeah.
to like try to
Go
help
for
the
it.
fairies. All right.
Dude.
So I get the rod. It's amped up, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Good. Passing that rod all over the place.
hey man, come on, hey man, try this rod, man. It's great.
So
Hey, you want this rat?
I'm gonna-
No, just kidding.
I'm gonna
It's
try-
going in here.
thinking back to how I channeled Alabaster, I want to try to channel the.
Ember?
I want to try to channel the. No. Oh no.
A fire-breathing dragon?
No.
On the tree.
No.
Not in the house.
I want to try and channel the person that gave us the holy sword.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's using a little bit of a cheat here because he knows.
But I know.
You're doing it within game because the guy gave you the holy sword. Yeah, I know.
yes.
I know.
Yes.
Was I explaining to you how characters can use the rules for them? I was explaining to Ryan. Ryan, if you're watching, this is a perfect example because out of game, Vin knows that the character would really help right now, and in game, he knows that the character knows that the character gave him a holy sword and appeared to be somebody of power, and maybe I'll call him. So.
Well, I mean, he literally knows.
It works. I can't say anything. It's fine. You're in the
Connecting the dots.
You're in the gray area. You're fine.
It's
so you're trying to summon him?
Yes. I
Okay.
am definitely trying to summon.
So
I'm just
Here you
visualizing the
go.
hell out of him.
We have one crack at this, and the rod seems to be very powered up by the light. So make your roll, Vin.
And you too.
Come on, +2.
+2.
A
Doesn't look that good.
11. Which is exactly what I rolled before.
What is happening?
It's not.
We're not at 150,
Terrible.
right?
He talks to him. Oh, we talked to Alabaster before.
I don't think we're at 150 shares.
Nah.
It's not terrible.
Okay,
Spoke to him.
you raise the rod up, and you raise the rod up. You raise the rod up, and you start thinking of that person, and you see next to you like an ethereal version of him, and he goes, and he doesn't seem like he's fully in. What? 112.
Ooh.
So
150.
he seems to be standing, looking around. Seems to be like partially confused, partially not, just like trying to understand what's happening. That's all that happens.
Jesus.
Yep.
All right. So let's have the fairies attack.
I should have him attack.
I say we did. This is our best shot. We can
Yeah,
get rid of all these
we have
monsters
the
at once.
+2.
If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly. That's what I say.
Oh!
Let's go for it.
Wow. Let's do it. Okay.
Lee House is winning down chain lightning. No, it's not. These guys not 11 +2. He used that +2 to get to 11, right? Is it 9 +2?
It was 9 + 2. It was 9 + 2.
He doesn't get any kind of.
Wait, I was gonna say you didn't use any of your abilities.
No.
No.
To be fair, you should use one of your abilities. So you're using a magical item. Your charisma. I don't know if your charisma's higher, lower, whatever it is.
Oh,
It's
God.
lower. No.
It's worse.
It's worse.
Okay.
That's worse.
He's
No.
even less ethereal now.
Let's see. Are you talking to Ryan Rayun? I am talking. Percival says, are you talking to Rayun? I am talking to Rayun. And yes, you spelled it wrong. Robert Johnson says, pull the fairies back. Can anyone cast chain lightning and cast it against the demons?
Would it be charisma or intelligence?
On a tree?
Tony.
That's what they said. Oh, well, the demons, of course.
Would it be charisma or intelligence to use the item?
I would say charisma because it's usually like the magical use kind of wild thing. You don't have any direct use unless you have an ability that says.
I have the cast scroll ability. I don't know if that would. I know it's kind of like.
No, I can't word that. It's
Yeah.
close. It's not really right though.
Reaching a little too far.
I'm reaching.
A lot of times, like a DDO, different games, the charisma is based on like, oh, I can't really use this magical item normally, but I have a high charisma. It gives you like that beyond passion and beyond the social skills.
The
it has
zhuzh.
that, yeah, the
The
zhuzh.
zhuzh.
The zhuzh. What's your zhuzh rating? Oh, +2 zhuzh.
Yeah.
What about pizzazz? Oh, I have 0 pizzazz. So. What about
It's all about the
oomph?
zhuzh.
Oh, I have +2 oomph.
I just have pizzazzy.
I'm lacking
I
in
don't have
pizzazz.
just oomph.
You shouldn't have combined it. You shouldn't have multi-classed. Pizzazzy oomph doesn't work. Doesn't work as well.
Damn.
Zhuzhy.
Let's
So
do it.
that
Let's do
happens.
this.
You going for it? Okay, everyone's nervous about this guy. Blue, press the blue button if they should have the fairies pull back. Red button if the fairies should attack. Tell me what you think, and they're gonna go for it right now. It looks like. So here we go. Anthony, you can start up.
+2, right?
do the
+2.
rolls.
+2.
Let's do all your rolls. It's in your favor.
3.
4. Bad guys win.
God.
Next 1, you win.
6.
5, you win. That was a good one to win on.
4.
2, you win.
All right, one more.
4.
You win.
The fairy got to 50 now, right?
50 left, yes.
Oh my
That's right.
god.
It's the last
It's
round.
mixed. It's mixed.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
More people say you guys should attack, but it is mixed. Constance Turner says, how do we spell jujushu? How many J's?
Is the rod
It's
is
like ZZHUZG.
Constance, you're completely off the Z's in there,
Yeah,
apparently.
Z. It's so Z.
the rod is
Shush.
unpowered now, right? Did it use,
Unpowered? Well, it's not white
Well-
anymore. It's amber.
so it's just back to its regular state?
Yeah, but you see your that person
It's still there?
It's still there.
Oh, 100%. I'm going for I'm concentrating the hell out of him.
You can concentrate.
What? Who's the ghost guy? Ghost.
He's
Ghost
the
hero.
one that can control. Give me the sword. Give me the sword.
Okay, yeah,
Who
sure.
has okay.
I try to like
Stab
hand him
him with
back.
it?
No,
Up here. Up here.
There you go. Yeah.
I look at the rod, and I look at the sword, and I'm like, Alabaster, if
He's
make
like-
this work. No, because I don't want to absorb it into the rod. Alabaster, please make this work.
This is the man I want to know his intelligence would get him there.
I give him.
Do it.
I try to give him the
Slay
Just push-
demons.
Just making things touch each other is your intelligence.
I try to.
Well, you said he couldn't use his intelligence, so he's trying to charm you into.
Try to charm this guy
I tried
into
giving him back
existence.
the sword to see if that like maybe helps like jog him back into
He puts
this.
his hand out, and his sword just goes through his hand.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't know how long he'll be there, but right now he's half there.
Is there anything you could do to bring him out?
Who is this guy?
He's the wielder of the sword.
He's the wielder.
He's the wielder of the sword.
Do you guys want? They're pretty much mixed. More
Yes.
saying to fight. Do you want to fight the last round and go
We
for
gotta
it?
do it. We
fight.
gotta do it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Fight.
Okay,
Let's
here we
kill
go.
this tree. Let's kill this tree.
No, I live here.
This tree is
Y'all are about to make me homeless.
Come on! Damn it! Be homeless. Who said that? You said that? Here we go. 5.
6.
He said
That was
not
natural. Yeah, I was like, that's a win.
not
Not
today,
today.
5
sir.
or 6 guys, we auto win.
5.
Ooh.
All right.
It's a push.
It's a push. Let's do another one.
Boogie.
5.
4.
There.
1.
4.
1. You win. 1.
He
You win.
automatically
Not dead.
wins.
All right.
Yes.
One more win. One more
5.
4.
I win.
win. One more win. One more win.
Anthony.
Yeah.
6.
Yes! It's a push! It's a push! It's a push! That's fine! It's fine!
I'll tell you
No,
what.
wait,
Since
wait,
the pu-
we
since
it's fine.
we didn't lose. We only lost one. We won.
since it's a push.
No, we haven't lost any of the fairies.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but we only
No, we
lost.
lost
Since
2.
since we completed a round, if you want
Oh.
to pull them out now, you can pull them out. Or
See if
actually,
we can pull this guy out.
it's
I think the
3-2. Another round,
just-
or I'll continue this
All right.
round. Your choice.
Oh
I'll
wait,
give you that
can we
advantage.
try to take another action before
That's your
they go?
+2 advantage there.
Can we try to take another action before they go? Like we're doing like in between rounds. Like
I would say no, not right now.
I was wondering if you could
man.
try to.
Isn't just continuing better? Should we just do that?
Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean it's 3-2?
3-2.
It's a push.
In your favor.
Oh,
We
it's
did-
3 to
we
2.
did-
So then we
continue.
won, didn't we?
No,
No, we got
because we had
one.
2 pushes. We had 2 pushes.
We
need
needed.
one more
He
hit.
needed 4. We needed 4.
We're going 4.
4.
4 has been the win. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're up 1. So let's
Yeah.
You want to continue, or you want a new round?
continue.
No, it's continue.
Continue.
We just need one win.
Continue. Yeah, we're up. The odds are in our favor.
Continue.
Here we
You
go.
want to go maybe, or you want to go Anthony?
No,
No,
go
you-
this way.
no,
No, he
you're
finished
right.
last.
Come on,
Okay,
Tom.
here we go.
I just went. I mean, I'll go again.
2.
3.
Yes! Congratulations. Yeah, you did it.
Nice.
Yes.
So I'm not homeless.
Me too, man. My home is on top of this tree. All right.
The fairies come back up, and you see the tree is rocking. We're now going to do the roll you hate. I'm going to make Dan roll because you.
Oh, no.
This is your punishment for accepting the forbidden die. If you roll a 1, yes, Dan, the entire tree is going to fall over.
Oh
Dan is
The
gross.
entire 10-mile tree that took a large blast to the whole thing, and the whole base has been rocked, will topple to the ground if Dan Isgro rolls a 1.
Can I go to my hut and get like my stuff before?
No hut time.
A lot of.
I don't even want to know.
Grab as many fairies as you can.
Just don't roll
I'm
a
just
1,
gonna
Dan.
hang on to
How
it.
hard could it be?
Should I roll the Frank at
You better roll
You
the
must roll the Frankity.
Oh, jeez.
I'm blowing out this mic.
19!
Very good. It's a trap, Mr. Robert Johnson said.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so
You now
the
have a
tree does not
two-bedroom.
fall over. You stop the demons from coming in. This is the first initial wave. It's going to save you guys time. Anthony, I'll let you roll 1d4, and that's how many days people at the bottom figure that you have. Did you roll a 1?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Well, is it 1 plus 2?
yes.
Yeah!
So 3.
Yes.
That's
right.
good.
It's 3. It's 3.
3 days. We're gone.
So downstairs, it's the words are coming up. The elves are thinking what's going on, like how much time they have, and they're running out to the tree. The words on the bottom saying that
Oh,
like
my
they
Lord.
feel like the wizards can reestablish a link. They can hold off for another 3 days. You bought 3 days time. Think about the things that could have happened. The entire tree could have been destroyed. You would have fallen off that tree or did whatever you're going to do. Imagine you would have tried to fly or something.
And that's-
it would have been
That's a lot of damage.
it would have been a lot of damage. Amazing thing. And it would have did something that was far more
major.
paramount
Yeah.
to the entire world. You guys now get the glory of to continue your path along the tree.
Yay.
Let's go.
Can you
Since this is happening, let's double time it, everybody.
see?
You guys-
I can't. I don't
No,
know. what
I don't know. We haven't established anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you want to do now? You,
wanna-
go.
Yeah,
You
see-
were saying like you want to see if I can like.
Yeah. See if see if somebody
Now
can try
it feels
to
like the forest again.
I feel less
Wow.
tense all of a sudden.
see if we can pull him forth.
Can we keep
What
walking
demons?
while we do this?
I don't know. He might be stuck here. I don't know.
Pull him forth. I don't.
Yeah, bring him here.
What do you think we should do, Jacques?
He's still on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, Shock is still being carried.
Jacques.
I think he's
Shock.
sleeping.
I
Actually,
think
wait.
he fell asleep. The lulling. You lulled
Doesn't
him to
Jacques
sleep.
know him?
You have to ask him. You're asking something out of game. You should ask him
No,
in game
well,
if you think
I'm
that,
just.
but you
well,
don't know that.
Yeah, I really know that, but I'm just.
You're getting very very bold in your old
No,
age. Vic.
yeah.
But are you daring?
You're throwing out of game knowledge from
I
a separate quest.
know.
into what he
I'm
does
sorry.
metagaming.
I'm sorry.
Getting very meta.
You're doing it. You're
You
doing
don't
it.
know what he knows. You can't ask him that in game because you wouldn't know that, and he looks like he doesn't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. I take the rod from you and I.
The fairies, by the way, return to
Yeah.
the tree.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you,
They
fairies.
report to you to say,
see if
We
I
did
don't
it.
know.
We used the platoon thing.
I had no idea what that was for a second. I was totally baffled.
okay, what do you guys want to do? You continue your way, and you do anything else on the way?
See if you can. I don't know. See if you can use the rod to continue either bringing him forward or put him back in the rod. I don't know.
I'm sure it'll fade away eventually.
I don't.
You know,
do we want that?
Ghost man. Man.
Don't know.
Man.
Ghost Man.
The
Oh, you started talking to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still there?
Well, it's only been it's only been like
2 rounds.
5
yeah. So
minutes.
say it's been a couple minutes. He's just standing there. He's like half reacting to you, half not.
I waved to him to come with us.
He turns to you to start walking, and then
All right.
and you see the light goes right back to the staff.
Okay.
All right.
That was simple enough.
The rod.
I'm at least more confident about that than him just disappearing.
Definitely in the rod. All right. Well, that
Robert
was
Johnson says, take a day to rest to recover. His spells and abilities are out and low.
Yeah. My throat's still very.
Well,
And Jamie Lynn says, better thank those fairies.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did.
Thank you,
They
fairies.
used the platoon thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, I think we should continue on. We don't have time. We don't have a day.
We can rest as we
Walk,
rest.
yeah.
Oh, Chad Shelton, I think he means you, Vin. He says, I don't know who his name is, but the guy on the left has been on point all day. So if that's your left, yeah, that's Vidi Pro. The other side is Dan, but I think you mean Vidi Pro right now.
Oh God.
Thank you.
Okay, so Taylor Sakano says you gotta heal the tree.
I know.
That's-
I
that's
just don't know how, Taylor. I don't know how. I do know how, but I don't.
Okay, so you guys continue your journey. And now, just so you know, out of games, for the fun of knowing things that the DM does, I have encounters planned for you. But you stopped all the encounters because you killed all the demons other ways. So they died, they didn't make it up. This thing could have went so horribly wrong.
Wow.
And it almost got there, but it didn't. So congratulations. I'm going to give you, right now, in-game your experience for it. You can all take 100 just for that whole area. The battling with the fairies, and take another 50 for a Pelion Dara's battle.
All right.
You guys continue your way to over the tree, and we're gonna fast forward you 3 days.
Okay.
Okay. So you're 3 days into your 4 days, which is nice. So you guys finally arrive, and the branches. Have you been to this area before? And you've been to this town before? They do kind of know you. And you guys see. I'm trying to think of the mayor's name. I have the mayor's name here. You guys, it's a dwarven town. It's called the Spires, and you actually know the mayor, Duke. And his name is Mayor Idgar Steelheart.
Wow. Idgar Steelheart?
Yeah.
Are we still on the tree?
You're about to exit the tree now. So you guys are actually leaving the branches, which is like hanging over one of the cliffs. And you get on the cliff and you go over and you're walking into, which is probably about like a mile away, is this like small town on the edge of this cliff.
And we're on the surface.
You're not on the surface of the world, the outer world. You're
Where are we?
So if you imagine the giant cavern,
Right.
you're on the top of the cavern, walking into like a ledge that'll bring you into the higher level, which would eventually is on the same level as Ironstone. Remember?
Okay.
So back in the
we're
quest,
on the same level as Iron.
Remember Ironstone when you guys had a choice to go one way or the other, and one led to the spires and one led down. And you guys dropped the boat down this crevice all the way, and then that boat ride was a week.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a week in the water, and your day was miserable for you guys. So you guys went over the tree, saved you loads of time. You went directly to the spot, and you went to the spires. So that you're going in the other way, if you just recall.
Okay.
Which you would in game, because for your game it wasn't that long.
So this portion of the tree is still underground, correct?
This whole tree you see, you're entirely on the ground.
Okay.
You're not even close to being above ground right now.
No, I'm just
You're
visualizing.
You're
I'm just
now
making sure.
leaving. You're about to leave the dark. The dark is that cavern, and anything on that
before,
level, and that level goes far and beyond that area of the cavern where the tree is. That tree is the center cavern in the middle of the world. Imagine, like that map I showed you. I might as well bring it up while I do it. So I'll just give you a brief thing on that. Oh, I have it here. What am I doing? Tony, you have technology. Use it. So on this map, you guys can see at home. In the very middle of that map, you see it says Elven Realm, and there is like a city. It's right in the center. It's pretty big. It's maybe a little bit above, right there. And you guys in here, I'm showing everybody the group. But right there, there's a whole large cavern, and that is where the tree is. And it's like literally like 15% of the entire world. And there's caverns that reach out from there, or whatever. When the Elven Lord did his spell and cast a tree down, he plugged up the hole and kept Dragano, the evil ancient, inside the center of the world. And that anything on the level of that cavern, which goes out again to the entire world, is the dark. Your guys are now going into just like the underground, where it's still miles and miles deep, but it's not the dark. Okay, hopefully that kind of explained that. Love this thing. So, okay, so you guys make a 3-day journey, and you're back in the town of the Spire. And you arrive, and some people see you, and some dwarves come up to you immediately. And one comes up to you, and he says, "Wow, you survived. What happened? We saw all the creatures."
Well, hell broke loose in the Underdark and attacked the tree. And
They've temporarily been repelled.
But it is dangerous down below. It does not look like we have any ability down below to stop hell from attacking again.
And the fairies are doing as much as they can.
The mayor's walking over, and the mayor's like hearing your conversation. He's like, "This looks like it's bad times.
Yes.
I wonder if we should abandon this place. Head for Ironstone. What do you think, Barbarian?"
I would never. This is my home. I promised to defend it until my sword fell out of my hand. I'm not going anywhere.
"Perhaps we will stay and fight with you."
That's the way.
He points to the guy, and he goes, "Renan, send a few messages over to Ironstone. Let them know what has transpired." "Yes, sir." He runs off, and he gets some guards, and they begin to make their trek over there. He turns to you, the mayor, and says, "I welcome you. You may come to the inn and relax. I heard about your exploits. I see the rod. You came through Ironstone."
Yes.
"Yes. What? I have a question for you. What of Urgrim?"
He is.
I know he went to help Ironstone, He never returned.
He's a day or two behind us, I think.
Yes, hopefully
he's alive.
He is alive. He has been through a hellish journey. He actually was in hell and helped the other survivors escape.
And us.
Wow.
He's a amazing person.
Thank you. Are there any more refugees coming?
There are. They are hopefully no more than a day behind us.
Excellent. Okay, well, come inside. I'm sorry. You must be tired. Come inside. He brings you, leads you to the inn, and there's lots of chairs, things set it up. It's small. 150? 150 chairs?
Very nice.
You just upped your bonus to +4. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, new people.
I can turn that 2 into a 4.
So you guys,
I got a +4 to this now.
so you guys make your way to the inn. People are sitting down. There's like dwarves. It's not that big. It's a small town, but like there's people going on, and they're actually in there. There's like a bar like leaning over, and he's getting his instruments. There's a bunch of dwarves sitting around the room. Everything's drinking, and they're having like a merry time. They have no idea what's going on at this point because it's just happened. They're not even aware of it. So you guys sit down, and some other people are starting to come in immediately as you go in, and they fill up the bar pretty quickly. They're all like trying to see what happened because people are getting worried. In a second, like not even on purpose, the bar just fills up with all these dwarves, and you can't even see the other side, and you're just kind of sitting down. And the mayor's like, "Don't worry, everyone's just a bit excited. Have a seat over here by the fireplace. Get you out of the cold, dark."
This is nice.
You guys won't. Oh, this is very good.
Audio touch.
I mean, I'd be really
Audio touch.
I would be really tired if I had to climb up all those steps.
Yeah.
Thanks, Volkar.
No problem. You got a free ride.
I did get a free ride. Well, no, it cost me money. I'll set it up with you later.
All right.
Okay, so you guys sit down. The bar is like teeming with old dwarves and things like that. And the mayor sits down with you, and he gets you all. He goes, free drinks for you for the entire night. Enjoy yourselves. Try to take a moment and relax.
Thank you.
He gives you glasses and beer, and he goes off tending a few things, but he keeps checking on you constantly. This is your first time in perhaps the entire game, and I want you to think about that for one moment, where you have a moment to just sit. A little time for you, a little me time. Because you've either been on the
Getting
run.
out the cucumbers.
Exactly. You've either been on the run, running for your lives, hurrying for something, running towards danger,
Running away from danger.
Running away from danger. Trying to free your friend, running through hell, surviving hell, surfing on zombies for a long time, fighting a necromancer, calling gods for aid, I'll do all this stuff. And now you sit there and you look like the Avengers after the first Avengers.
Just eating shawarma.
When they're getting shawarma, they're sitting there like this. He's like, okay, but shawarma after. So you guys are eating a shawarma-like meal and having a shawarma-like moment and role play. You also climbed up a tree for 3 days and traveled across it for 3 days.
Oh my god!
And your emotions are just going crazy. You're sitting down. Role play.
Oh, this is so tasty.
I seriously think we need to learn how to use this more effectively.
Yeah, no, I agree. But can we? Yeah, we do. But I'm just gonna take a second and not worry about it right now. All right. Yeah. I gotta think. In general, I think that no offense to everybody else here, but being an elf is the best lot in life for any creature to draw, and it's times like this that I really think so, because if I had to sleep at night, I would never sleep again. Just the sheer nightmare fuel that we just went through in the last 2 weeks. Just hell, demons, zombies, monsters, no escape, no hope, somehow still alive. I just don't even know how you guys are going to do that.
I don't understand why you don't want to go to sleep. I just want to eat and then sleep for as long as I can.
Cheers to that. Sleeping is fine. It would be the dreaming part that I'm nervous about. But yes, just never. If we were just here for a while, just right here, that'd be fine.
It's pretty great.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
This is I can see why you set up home here. And I have to tell you, I love what the elves did with living in the tree. It's something I never thought of before. Like usually up on the surface we live on trees, like in the branches and things of that nature, kind of similar to what this setup is, but like in the tree itself.
I mean, have you seen how large the branches are?
I understand. But it's just it opens up a whole new set of possibilities just about where people can live. It's really fascinating.
You're really playing this angle with the character right now.
Look,
your real estate broker is coming out.
Real estate?
He's totally real estate brokering this.
You're gonna sell this property?
I'm saying this is, I'm thinking of post-adventuring retirement.
He's
going
gonna-
back to the
he's gonna
original
branch out.
opportunity that I
He's
had.
gonna branch out his real estate.
I love that.
He's gonna branch out.
Gonna
Wow.
branch out.
I didn't even hear that. Wow,
Take
bro,
25. Take
fantastic.
25.
I
Yeah. Also, want to let you guys know that a lot of people on stream are coming up. Someone just brought it to my attention that they're saying that the black rose could be a thing that possibly could be used right now.
Could it?
Oh,
I don't know.
Black Rose. He's
Well,
got the black
And then
Rose.
Chad Shelton says, location, location, location.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. I mean, we've only been using part of the tree.
What's this wee stuff? I'm in every part of the tree.
I'm talking about
Chad Shelton says it's a minor demon infestation in its history.
It'll pass inspection. No worries.
Tails Akano says, will the rod do as you wish?
no.
No.
Not right now, at least. The rod does whatever it seems like it wants to do. We can try. What I do want to see once
Stop, Percival. You know what you're doing.
What you mentioned before that some of your colleagues are druids, and they may be able to do some things like a little healy kind of stuff, at least for nature. Can you get in contact with any of them, or any of them?
interesting.
Right? Maybe we can use them to kind of heal the tree. Plan 3. See if that works.
I can try.
Send a message out on the
The
ghost of the.
The maker's over here says we can send a raven.
Yeah.
Speaking of sending a raven, I have
A raven?
no. I have something
A writing
called B-Sense.
I was trying to think what that was. I was like, what, raven?
For an hour, I can see through the eyes and hear what it hears. So if we send a raven, I can hear everything and see everything that
You can
it
warg?
sees. Yes. I can be the bird.
Oh, wow.
So if we send a messenger, I can kind of get an idea of
You get
what's
an
going on.
immediate
And
response back.
druids
Wow.
can speak with animals, so
Yes.
I guess they would technically.
And there are druids up there like there are barbarians up there and rangers. So
So
yes.
they can speak to me through the bird. It's like a magic bird talking box.
That's
Oh, bird
cool.
box.
It's a bird
I
phone.
wanted to say walkie-talkie so bad, but that's not going to make sense
No.
in a tree.
No, that was good.
You know
Magic
when you
bird
take
talking
a
about.
cup
How about a
and you
chirpy
tie a
wurpy?
string to it, and then there's another cup? It's kind of like that, but the cups and strings are a bird.
Now I
go.
get it. I totally understand. I know magic now.
That's all it took.
Oh, wait.
It's so easy. I just do it.
Yeah, wait, if you know magic, can't you, send a message
Whittling.
magically?
No, I don't know anything. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
All right, let's try.
I don't know
Let's
this
try
guy.
plan.
He's a
let's try,
jokester.
Plan C. Bird
Bird
druid talk.
box.
Okay, you
Birdie,
Druid
chirpy
box.
Plan bird
chirpy
box?
wurpies.
Yeah, so I can cast B-Sense. So that's, I have to touch the creature, and it's concentration for up to an hour.
they bring you a raven, and you touch the raven.
Touch.
It flies off.
So I'm just kind of meditating over next to the fire, just white eyes, watching.
Okay.
Working out.
right.
So you guys are just awaiting. We're gonna go forward with this,
Yeah.
and you do eventually encounter different of your kin, and you do find a druid along the way. So you can talk. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the druid sees you, talks to you, realizes something's up.
Brother, we need your help severely. I'm sure you're aware of what's going on down at the bottom of the tree.
Yes. Who is this?
It's Deucalion.
Ah.
Duke.
I only see the bird.
Yeah, not used to being in a bird. Anyway, I'm at the top of the tree. I need you to do...
So am I. I don't see you.
Wait. Where? Where are you?
I'm past that first area.
Like the left next to the bar, or
No. I'm way past the bar.
Okay.
Way past it.
Anyway, locations aside, I need you to get in contact with as many of the druids around the tree as possible. The
Okay.
tree has to be saved. There has to be something you and the other druids can do.
There's some other druids right here right now. Hold on. Hello?
Conference.
Oh, is this Bird? I didn't know I had Bird waiting. Is it?
Who is this?
It's Deucalion.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. As I was saying before, we need as many druids
grabs
as
a bird.
I can feel what the bird feels. Put me down.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I'm just feeling so bad for this poor bird.
close to the bird.
Is that how this works? Do you? Hello?
It's like
Why is everyone an old person with a phone?
It's like the subway conductor. It's like
turn the main down, Skid Row.
What do you want us to do?
I need you, first of all, remove...
You're too close to the bird.
What?
Too close to it.
Remove the
sorry.
bird farther away.
Sorry, better?
Yes, now I can hear you.
What do you want?
We need you guys to start trying to fix the tree. I've done everything I can talking with the fairies, but the tree needs to get repaired, or in 2 days we're done for.
We've already begun on up here, and there are more druids down below. The elder believes it would take about a month to heal the tree properly, and it will not be the same.
Can we hear what he's saying?
Yes. I'll let you hear both sides just to make it easier.
All right. Maybe they can use the same way we did with the portals down below. They can use the rod if someone comes up here, and use and amplify their tree healing powers.
Yeah, brother, we do have a item up here that might amplify all druidic powers to heal the tree. So that might be able to cut the time in half. Or even make it so that it will be better than it was before.
Are you coming back?
Nope.
So
But you can come here. I've got ale and a rod that will help.
We would need the rod in the base of the tree.
Oh. Do any of your druids know tree stride?
Yes.
If you guys tree stride up, I could tree stride down with the rod
You can do that.
and a comrade.
That is
Don't
a
you have that
long
spell?
way.
Wait a second. I'm a tree strider.
Isn't
Everybody is.
or no? Oh no, not tree stride. Teleportation through plants.
Plant via
Yeah, teleportation via
plants.
plants. Sorry, I got my
Oh, the
spells
druids,
mixed up.
right? Yeah.
It's okay. I have a question. You are talking about going back down to the tree when we just got here and relaxing. Like
We are not.
This is relaxing
No.
time, and
No,
we want
yeah.
to go back down the tree.
No, I mean,
I don't
Can
want to
we
go
send
back down
fairies
the tree.
to?
No.
Can the fairies go to the bottom and try to?
we would have to
help?
give the rod to the fairy.
They can't carry it. I don't know what it's called.
No, I wasn't going
It's
to.
a question of pure weight ratio. Is it the African or European fairy?
They could take their light seeds and maybe heal the portals.
Jacques
I
says,
don't know.
"I'm right back." He'd
I
find know
don't
where he's
know.
going.
How much do I know about the light
Do you
seeds?
have any ravens? Okay. What?
How much do I know about the light seeds?
Just ask me a question, and I'll tell you if you know.
If we gather enough of them and give them to the druids, could it heal the tree faster, or would it be?
Or
You
the
don't. Okay.
portals?
No. Okay.
Could
No.
he heal
You don't know much about how they do their magic. You don't know. You know it's all based around the light of the Lord, but you don't know what they're doing. You don't even know how to really help. You just know that they're telling you that it's going to take like a month to heal the tree. And yeah, if they have the rod, it could make a big difference. But that does mean, out of game, that means that you have to travel all the way back, which you could. It's just, you have to do that. So that's 4 days, 3-4 days back, and then maybe 2 days down.
And
So-
we're already kind of riding on borrowed time already.
And remember, you're not in the tree anymore. You've exited the tree. You're on the rock face where the dwarves live. On the spires, which are like large plateaus of stone.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have things to do.
Yeah, we have to get back to the Red City.
With the rod.
Yes, we can't. If we can send help once we get there, we'll do that. Anything that we can do to kind of help speed it along, or if we can find somebody who can teleport around.
People keep saying, "We'll make them to some of the dwarves." I'm like, I've heard what you were saying, and I'm doing you, Jamie Lynch. Jamie Lynch Robinson this is what you sound like in D&D world.
As a dwarf.
as a dwarven female.
I heard what you said.
What color is her beard?
Take it easy. Oh, she actually doesn't. You were saying you were calling somebody else. Okay, so she comes up to you. A couple of people come to you. Shelton, the dwarf, comes up to you, and he starts asking questions about what's going on. Evan comes up to you, and Evan, the dwarf, says, "So what I've heard about the roses, the white rose and the black roses. Perhaps one of them could help. Do they grow in the dark?"
White rose.
I don't know about the white rose, but black rose grows way below the dark. From what I know of it, I don't know if it would necessarily help here. It helps more control, like power surges, things of that nature, or heal like curses or blights or things of that nature. Now, maybe it can help heal if the tree is blighted as well as fire damaged. I don't know if that's the case or not.
And Greg Kennedy, they are not above ground. They're above the dark. So imagine there's an underground world, and then there's like the regular underground, which is miles and miles and miles up to the top. They've only got left the underground called the dark, and they're now in that midpoint between. So there's like actually a lot of dwarven civilizations at this level. You know, like if Dungeons & Dragons are normal, like, oh, we went deep and we found a dwarven civilization down there, you're in that level, which is already pretty deep. So they're like in the midway point. So it's a lot better. And you guys got back a lot faster than you came down because that was much harder.
I had the white flower.
Oh.
That's what I used to turn into the eagle.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that the white flower did that.
Yeah.
Is that all the white flower can do?
I don't know. I need it to perform that ability. It may do other things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about using the black roses when we were down at the bottom of the tree. We're trying to heal the portals, and we determined that probably wouldn't work. So I don't think it would necessarily heal this tree either. I think it's more. I mean, they got a plan. That plan is long, and they're going to need protection. They're going to need protection for a month because there's still ways that hell can break through. And hopefully, at this point, I think the best bet is to hopefully you and your dwarven allies down here might be able to help protect the tree while we heal it.
The mayor nodding along with you. He's like,
Well, I sent word to Ironstone. They have the army. Hopefully they can help out. I heard a rumor, though. Apparently, there's been a lot of refugees going over to Ironstone. I heard the tieflings have retreated there, and they're setting up camp outside its city. The Ironstone clan is I don't know. They're letting a lot of different people in, but I just feel like that's not really a perhaps not a wise move. Yeah. Did you ever encounter a tiefling?
I think so. Yeah. No, did we kind of run down in hell?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, there
was like three of them. They surrounded us, and they were threatening us, and then we like intimidated them, and they left.
No, those were
Weren't those
No, it
tieflings?
was mifflings. They were
Mephists.
Mephists.
Like
Mephists,
they look like
yeah.
little gargoyles, but red.
Yeah.
No, a tiefling is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
playable race. I don't game, you know.
okay.
So,
The tieflings are, I don't know.
remember, there's a dwarf talking to you, and you feel the dwarf racism come out about elves a little bit, even though like you're elves. But
I'm half one.
half.
Good.
So he
Short
says,
tips.
Supposedly, during the First Celestial War, when the demons were attacking, the elves and Peliondaris defended it. But they lost a lot of people. And during that, unfortunately, and what's terrible, hybrids were created. Elven and demon hybrids. And that's the tiefling. There's a whole civilization of tiefling, and they live even below the dark, somewhere between the core and where Peliondaris and the Triad have their civilizations. Some people call it the realm of shadow because of how close it is to the core, and they dwell in the shadows is how that started. But I don't know. They seem shifty to me, and now there's a whole refugee camp outside Ironstone.
Why would? All right. Well, do you think that'll impact Ironstone from being able to help? Are they like concerned themselves?
I don't know. They're very giving. They help out a lot of people, but I feel like this is not a time to be very giving. This is a time to hunker down, as my father would say. My father, Bill. He loves the word hunker. And every time there's a storm, he contacts me and tells me,
Hunker down.
hunker down.
Hunker down.
That's what I think we should do here. Not that we have storms here because we're in the underground, but you know what I mean.
Yes, metaphorical storms.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I don't mean to tell you what to do. By any stretch of imagination, you have to take care of the spires. But I think in times like this, when the stakes are this high, hunkering down may not be the best move. It is this time more than any other time where we need to reach out and support our allies and help each other. Because if that tree falls, or if that tree is overtaken, and the spire is next, and there's nobody to protect it.
Well,
they're your defense.
Well, if that tree falls, that will release.
That's not. Yeah.
That's kind of important to let him know.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Well, we don't want to.
No, you kind of do.
There's 1,000 people here.
I know, but it's kind of an important piece of information for him to know.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll figure it out. And all of a sudden you hear some music playing now because, the bard. This bard just came into town. He's amazing. Let's just relax. Listen to him. Oh, no. Yeah. Well. Yes. I am the lovely Lute, here to perform for you. And today it looks like I have some special guests in the back. It is time. And that is where we stop.
You son of a gun.